controversy in Ijede. For 13 years, the people of Ijede have waited for a new king, that chosen one who would usher the people into the new age of peace and prosperity. Unfortunately, when that day finally arrived, it came as a shocking event to everyone. Such an irony. Ijede is located north of Ikorodu. Its river shores serve as a great spot to view the ocean. Fishing activities and its marine system of transportation for people to ferry into other parts of Lagos like Ajah, Lekki, and VI makes it a strategic location for most. Ijede is a peaceful and accommodating community that accommodates all ethnicities in Nigeria. Its rich and unrefined culture, preserved for centuries, form the tradition and identity it represents today. But for 13 years, the community have had to live through without a king. The last Alajede of Ijede land died on August 13, 2012, and right after his burial, the tussle for the right of succession to the throne started. According to investigation conducted by the DUTV media, it was ascertained that the next Alajede of Ijede would this time come from the Ajanaku family. Upon such assertion, the Ajanaku family converged together to determine who amongst them would be the chosen one. Traditional rites proceeded, and according to all and sundry, the crown and kingmakers chose Prince Kazeem Adetoro Amusa as the Oba-elect amongst the names provided for consideration. The Council of Kingmakers further put their choices in paper in favor of Prince Kazeem Amusa, so that their long-exiled staff of office may return home where it belongs. However, there is no kingship process without its controversies. Then came an opposition in the form of the former two-term chairman of Ijede LCDA and Lagos State House of Assembly member, Honorable Said Hassan. He claimed to be a member of the Ajanaku family, which history has no record of, and therefore claimed to be a credible candidate for the throne. Sadly, his influence in politics gave him leverage to halt all legitimate process of succession, and he also used his resources to annul and illegally conduct a sham succession process to emerge as an illegitimate Oba-elect of Ijede land. The issue had no choice than to proceed to court, and for years the case was argued in court. But in March 5, 2024, the Lagos High Court, presided by Justice Lawal Akakpo, ruled in favor of Prince Kazeem Amusa as the true Oba-elect of Ijede. That judgment was met with great jubilation from the people of Ijede as they take to the streets to celebrate justice from the rule of law. Prince Kazeem Amusa is their ordained king-to-be and not an abuser of power. They also thought the issue of succession has been laid to bear with Justice Akakpo's judgment, and the time for transition was upon them. Unknown to them, Honorable Said would not stop there and would show total disregard to the judgment. He recruited more influential people in government in the names of Honorable Abiodun Moshood Aro, popularly known as Ama, who is the State House of Assembly member, Honorable Motunrayo Gbedibo Alogba, who is the current council chairman of Ijede LCDA, Honorable Kaoli Ulusanya, also a member of the State Assembly, and lastly, Honorable Bolaji Robert, who is the current Commissioner of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development in Lagos State. These individuals, with their influences in state government, signed off on any document that delays the court orders, and further fueled Honorable Said Hassan's obsession for the throne. with the judgment of the court known to all. The council chairman of Ijede, Honorable Motunrayo, signed off on a letter to the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development, headed by the Honorable Commissioner Bolaji Robert, to recognize and confirm Honorable Said Hassan as the Oba-elect of Ijede, intentionally disregarding both the traditional process and the court rule. To conclude, is it safe to say that those elected by the will of the people through the rule of law are above the very same process that brought them into government? Because in the end, it seems like the will of these few powerful individuals were greater and more important than the will of the people. Because on January 9th, 2026, with heavy security presence, Honorable Said was installed as the new Alajede of Ijede, with no presents and jubilations from the indigents, because they wail about the abortion of justice and the total disregard for the judgment made by a revered judicial court in the land. Sadly, for the people of Ijede, 13 years wait feels like a short time compared to the number of years they would be subjected by an unwanted king. Will justice ever prevail in Ijede? Only Elidumare knows. Thank you.